We're going to do a short video about how to use the HL7 listener monitor that comes free with your UltraPort HL7 TCP/IP listener or your HL7 Plus TCP/IP listener if you use our HL7 Plus subscription. Now, to do this, we're going to use, just to create some change as a simulation, we're going to use our free HL7 TCP/IP router simulator, which you download right from within the UltraPort listener program. It'll put a shortcut on your desktop that looks like this, and we're going to get to that in a moment. Now, before you start, you always want to make sure in your UltraPort listener or your HL7 Plus listener, in the global settings, that you're keeping a traffic log. It's in number 2. Make sure that's checked, and if it's not checked, check it, and then restart your Windows services. As you can see, I've got 3 listener profiles here, listening on 3 different ports, and they are running in 3 different services. If I go to the Windows service status, they are running. If I go to my Windows services and scroll down to the UltraPorts, there's service 1, service 2, and service 3. They're all running. We'll come back to that. To start the monitor, you just click on the Tools menu, and this is the very top item. Open the listener monitor. I start it up, and there it is. You can see right away, as soon as it starts up, the status of your listener profiles. I can tell just from looking at this that each one of these is listening. Gives you the little. Now, when you first start this monitor up, it starts up in an auto refresh mode, which means every 30 seconds it's going to go and refresh. And you can tell a lot of things when you click on a listener. Over here on the right, you'll see several things. You can see the status of it, what the data folder is, what the port number is, the short ID, what file extension it is. And here's the key, this last traffic entry. This is what's looking at your traffic log. You can see that for this listener, traffic was last received at 8:56:10 p.m. and there were 86 HL7 messages received today. Now, as I said, it starts up in an auto refresh mode. While we're demoing, I'm going to cancel the auto refresh so that I have to either click on it or physically hit the refresh button, just so I can see some change. The first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go up to our listener services, and I'm going to stop listener service 2 and watch what happens in the monitor when we refresh this. Now I can tell immediately that this listener is offline. If I go to the services and start it up again, and again, if it was in an auto refresh mode, it might take 30 seconds before you would see that. So I'll put it back on auto refresh. Now it's looking every 30 seconds. So now let's do some simulations just to watch some change. Cancel on auto refresh again. I'm going to bring up our handy dandy router simulator. It's set to go to port 5000. I've got a file with about 300 HL7 messages in it. Important, I've got a delay set here to delay 200 milliseconds between messages. And that's just so it doesn't do it so fast that it finishes. And we'll begin the simulation. So now, clicking here and refresh. Now it's got 104 items and the traffic time has advanced. Do it again, same thing. Now the traffic log, you can get a lot of information out of it. If you open the traffic log up, it'll just pop open your default text editor and it'll show you the date timestamp, short ID of the profile. This is the message control ID, sending application, receiving application, receiving or sending application, sending facility, receiving application, receiving facility, the message type, the message event, the HL7 version that was in the message, and what type of acknowledgement the UltraPort listener or HL7 Plus listener sent back to the sender. And that's it. That's how easy it is to monitor the UltraPort listener. Now this program, of course, is a local monitor. You can't put it on a different computer. You have to actually remote in to the server and start it up to see it running. If you need a remote system monitor that's going to do things like send you emails, if your listener goes down, you use a product like Windscry, which is our remote system monitor. We urge you to check it out. It's ridiculously cheap and very cool. And that's our video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and get updates as we post new videos on our HL7 products.